You see, I needed that authority. Yes, 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 I've got the authority, yes. This is the best thing I've done. This is the best thing I've done. I outvoted, I outsmarted everyone. I absolutely kinged you. I kinged you around the room. I kinged you for a loop. You guys, I fooled everyone. I fooled you all. I would say everyone. One. The meter, listen to me,
Nook.
one means 100%. But it doesn't matter, you can't go above. It doesn't go above one. Can you hear me? It doesn't go above one. One is 100%. Luco. Halfway, I just half sneezed. I only half sneezed. Maybe with a passing similarity with one aspect of your character.
Ask me to name a number. I can't.
Name a number?
Can't.
You're lying.
Okay, 5.
I can read you like a tin.
Delicious tin.
Listen, I think one of the real problems is maybe this brain outside is giving you some kind of anxiety or some kind of... Looks like the random range that sharks spawn in possibly doesn't include that tiny bit at the top. You can still see the bottle of people trying to get us killed.
No, stay up. Don't go down. No, we've found a way to hack
Just
it.
stay up.
No,
Stay up.
We found a speed run. Please.
Stop.
No,
Stop. Just don't spawn the sharks. Just don't make the sharks.
There are a great many ways.
There's no need to even make the sharks.
They'll be allowed on stage. Cool. Age of artists. All contestants and artists competing in a semi-final must be aged at least 16 on the day of the final. All contestants and artists, competing only in the final must be aged at least 16 on the day of the final. 3. Country representation. No contestant and or artist may compete for more than one country in the ESC on a given year.
Unleash your wild within and have Doritos your way.
Okay, what's this? Okay, I'm guessing. I feel like this is what you intended to play. So on that level, that's good.
Guys, tell me about the babies, chat.
I'm going to say you sound like Holden Cauldron. I'm not sure if you meant to say Holden Caulfield, the protagonist from J.C. Salinger's novel, The Catcher in the Rye, or if you're referring to something else entirely. However, as an AI language model, I don't have personality like Holden Caulfield.
This fucking guy. Oh my god.
Emergency escape hatch, alright, let's escape. Bam. Nice. Oh, not nice actually. Actually a real mistake, a mistake I now remember making over and over again in this exact location. I remember now I don't learn anything. I just don't improve, I just don't learn from my actions. Please, just let me go over there. Please, please, don't. This is why I stopped playing Outer Wilds. Ow.
Continued charging me for internet at a flat that had been destroyed.
And how were they trying to contact you? This is what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
Well, EE does most of their communications via text. Hello?
I'm still... This is the first time I've had the experience of watching the streams, and it feels like someone's laid an egg in my brain. This is absolute fucking nonsense. I can't stand watching this stuff.
Egg.
If I saw a child watching this kind of thing, I would tell the council. Well, I don't know. Only half sneezed. I didn't even fully sneeze. I might sneeze again. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Egg.
I heard of cows by the sound of it.
We're just in a place.
Right.
The place with bells?
The place of bells.
The place with bells?
Harry,
What is this? The
Yes?
Hunchback of
What's the
Notre Dame?
have you
What's
seen
going on
The
here?
Sopranos?
Can you hear this piano? Can you hear that piano at all?
Yeah, that did come through, yeah.
That was quite nice. Can we get some end credits music for this episode?
Shall be allowed on stage. 2. Age of Artists. All contestants and artists competing in a semi-final must be aged at least 16 on the day of the final. All contestants and artists, competing only in the final must be aged at least 16 on the day of the final. 3. Country representation. No contestant and/or artist may compete for more than one country in the ESC on a given year.
Unleash your wild within and have Doritos your way.
Okay, what's this? Okay, I'm guessing. I feel like this is what you intended to play. So on that level, that's good. Keep writing "boy blade" in the chat.
Well, you've banned another word. And I can't remember what that word is, but you have banned it.
We don't know what it means either.
I don't know what it means either.
Well,
I should have kept that dictionary.
yeah, you could have scrolled back to the bees. Tonight's show is going to have a pretty straightforward format. If you'd like to check the board behind us here, the show. The meter. Listen to me. Nook. One means 100%. It doesn't matter. You can't go above. It doesn't go above 1. Right, you hear me? It doesn't go above 1. 1 is 100%. You go halfway. I just half sneezed. I only half sneezed. I'm clever. I've made a good decision. If I can just get around. It's the old cat and mouse. Okay, the mouse always wins. Okay, great. Oh. Hey, go with the old flipper switcheroo. Okay. Mouse always wins. I just need to find a hole. Yes.
Ah,
okay.
Dr. Clem. It's got that
Mouse
taste
stay
that
out.
you
There we
just
go.
won't forget.
Fuel die immediately again. Henji. Need to start bringing some.
Unleash your wild within and have Doritos your way.
Okay, what's this? Okay, I'm guessing. I feel like this is what you intended to play. So on that level, that's good. Then to the Lumiere. I'm just a fucking bloodhound. I'm just a fucking bloodhound for a Hansard Black. I have ascended. I have absolutely ascended. I thought I could outrun him. I'm little, I'm zippy, I'm sprightly and lithe and dexterous, I'm agile. Night of the Soul. That feels harsh. Long nights of the soul suck. A short night, bro. It's a short night of giving your head a wobble. Is this what it's like to watch these streams? Because this is fucking doing my head in. Is this guys what is this what you guys watch? Because this is fucking nonsense. This is the first time I've had the experience of watching the streams, and it feels like someone's laid an egg in my brain. Egg.
It's time to wrap.
Egg. An old favourite. Who's this? Is this cake? Is this cake? I'm scared of cake. Is this cake? Cake's running right for me. Is this cake? Is that cake? There's lots of zeros in the sip thing. Okay. Mouse always wins. I just need to find a hole. Yes. Okay. Mouse's day out. There we go. If you'll die immediately again, Henji. Need to start bringing some of the optimism. Oh, get lost. What am I supposed to... Where's my ship gone? Did it just get sent back up to the platform? Oh, buddy. To the Lumion. The old flip a switcheroo. Okay. Mouse always wins. I just need to find a hole. Yes. Okay. Mouse's day out. There we go. If you'll die immediately again, Henji. Need to start bringing some... Okay, to be honest. The tiddle of the winks, that's quite good for the Sphinx. Let me just...
I feel like those are two separate questions. But Sean, I will do anything, and I mean anything.
Well, this is what we're going to be riding into battle. However, it does need fueling up, and I don't know if people have heard about the underwater Ukraine war, but petrol is at a premium. So, okay, Mouse always wins. I just need to find a hole. Yes. Okay. Mouse's day out. There we go. If you'll die immediately again, Henji. Need to start bringing some of the optimism. Oh, get lost. What am I supposed... Thank you, Maggie. John, welcome to the queue. Egg. Oh, what did your egg say there, Harry? God. What? I am not.
I'm in Weldon Spring.
He's in Weldon Spring. Tom Scott's in Weldon Spring. Egg. I watched his on the bullet train thing. It was good. It got me excited about. You can't call your viewers fuzzkids.
Timer complete.
Ugh. The funniest thing I can see is someone reminded me what I've recently said. I do not engage with what comes out my mouth for even a second. So when someone objects, I'm like, why on earth have I said that? Okay. Hello and good evening. On the subject of dropped cake, I once knew someone who worked professionally as a chef at Café Rouge who did not know that the 10-second rule was not genuine food hygiene advice. Well, I'm already drifting. Hello everyone. Can you not scare off my son, please? Otherwise he will raise the rent on this crumbling office space. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome everyone to this evening. I'm already having myself a nice drift. If anyone here has not seen the streams before but did arrive at this channel via Morlvision, hello, good evening. This will not be as good, and sadly nothing else ever is. I hope we're all doing very well. I hope we are in fine fettle. Yesterday I bought a micro SD card in the rain, so I'm basically as good as I get, which is to say moderate but optimistic. Film Night was, and I'd like to have another off-season collaborative project. We've had the Mall Society, we've had Film Night. I'd like something else. I just haven't put the brain power onto it yet. Might even just do a straw poll as to what creative medium we have not already rinsed in some fashion. Hello, Mr. Bump and Froth. I managed to order a micro SD card, talk about how large I'd like it and the price, all in Dutch, and not once did we switch back to English. And I think that is a first for like a multi-step shop transaction. So that made me feel pretty good. But then someone appeared and asked me where something was, and I absolutely tanked it and said, like, I'm sorry, please speak English to me. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Puppy is now playing. I can't stop that. That is just something that will happen. Again, if you're new to the channel, Mr. Bump and Froth, for example, people will play this piece of music. I welcome it, but not to the degree that it happens, not to the sheer amount that it happens. I don't welcome that, but I do like the piece of music. Just waiting for it to fade out. Thank you, Quack. And Honk, I'd also add to that, it depends how moist the item is, right? Like if I drop maybe a currant bun on the floor, I'm picking that back up. But if I drop a bowl of soup on the floor, there's absolutely no chance I'm going to scrape that up into the dustpan and brush and then pour that dustpan back into the bowl and then eat it, no matter how quickly I've got to it. Worse, fair enough. You know, I'm in the spotlight. I've got to take a little bit of abuse, I guess. When I was quite a young child, let me just let this play out. It depends on the floor. It does depend on the floor. When I was a young child, I was conditioned out of lapping stuff up like a cat because my mom didn't like me doing it. She said I needed to stop lapping. However, up until that point, I exclusively lapped all foods I could, from milk to mash. I was the true cat. Right, let's get that stopped because that is. Hang on. There we go. That's where I'm supposed to live. Can you not bother my son as well, please? Okay. Would you like a little bit of time with the TV? I know you like the TV, and I think there's going to be a lot of excitable energy in the room. So I'm willing to provide a little bit of TV time. If you do want some TV time, just pop a timer up for how long you'd like with the TV. Did they used to call you Morley Mash Lapper in school? No, I actually never lapped in school. I wasn't given lappable foods to bring in. I think I was free school meals for a bit, but then was packed lunch for a bit. You can't lap a sandwich, no matter how you try. You want 3 minutes of TV time? That's not very long, but yeah, happy to do so. Let's see, we can see a Magnum. I can eat it backwards. Stick first. You don't want to see that. Okay. So where even is the... God, I've not been here in ages. Where is the TV? I think this is just the TV on. Oh, here. You can't call your viewers fuzzkins. Okay. I'm going to summon the TV up. Is it this? TV up? Okay, got a bit of TV time. I can't remember how the TV works. Okay, it's exclamation mark TV. And then put in the...
Die maar moeilijk los kan laten. Die altijd je kleine meid zal blijven.
Nee, kan echt niet meer.
Wat je ook geeft, laat zien dat je om ze geeft. Met een feestelijk ingepakt cadeau van...
So the way the TV works is you put in the alphanumeric code of a YouTube video and that video will go onto the TV. There is no timer if someone wants to overwrite your video with something else. That's what will happen. Nothing we can do about it. No one's getting past the ads today. I don't know why it's being so full on with ads. I don't know. It's an ad day.
Van onze Lintmeester chocolatier.
That is going to be copyrighted music. Sorry.
No.
Can we get unblock origin? This one didn't work. I don't know what we're listening to. I don't even know what uBlock origin is. Hello, Harry Hardy. We've just having 30 seconds of TV time. Nearly. You nearly had it. Hasn't been so relaxing today. We get a little bit of this silly cat though. We had a bit of it, Albert. I do like when people just fight over their preferred videos coming out.
There's pizza on your focus.
That's good. It was the right length as well. We missed nothing. Hello, Andy Bar. I've created a TV, and if you type exclamation mark TV and then the alphanumeric code of a YouTube video, it will be beamed to this TV. However, people can overwrite that with a new code at literally any time. I also may have paywalled it to subscribers to prevent malicious use. Oh, King of Time, you set up the timer in such a way that it says current activity is TV time. Was that your intention? Did you mean 3 minutes until TV time begins?
Welcome to this week's...
Thank you, Maggie FBK.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Reviewing quick...
That was Glue Reviews. How are you, Andy, by the way? Did you click on that URL I sent you?
Welcome to this week's Glue Review.
Albert might be the first person to get an entire YouTube video end, beginning to end. I continue to have no idea on why.
Review.
Doesn't sometimes come
this
through.
week I've been reviewing two
Kill stream activated.
So the first glue is expanded bone filler, which is also a glue.
Nearly.
It can be used as a glue, so I'm really happy with the results.
Very good. Thank you. Have you seen the widest video on YouTube? I haven't been able to find it. It's been knocked out of the algorithm by Wide Putin.
Vier jezelf met André
Ooh. Is it a coins podcast or is it in the same... Is it like a spiritual successor to coins? I look forward to any future Bar Snickeresti collabs.
Hola guys. As title says, this is the widest video on YouTube. Unfortunately, if you are watching from mobile, you...
I was thinking of one that had a hippo in it. Oh, Bad Spoons reviews. Do you know... you nearly got us to watch 1 hour and 44 minutes of Paddy.
What you have to do is get a pair of sharp scissors.
I saw your poll about titles. I think the
Welcome to
titles need to
Blank
be more
Men.
explicit.
We're the men, and here's the blank. Blank! Blank! Blank, blank, blank. Men. Today, we're talking about a blank of the...
Okay, let it fall. Guys, let the waffle fall over.
Okay, let's get this fucking birthday back going.
Happy birthday, Adam Latta. Okay, 4 more minutes. Nice. It was a nice timestamp. Was that Mighty Fighty? Let it fall over? Very nice. Good restraint from the chat there. Yeah, alright.
It's your birthday today. Sean!
I can't get it through the fact that I've got this aversion to spiders. I can't... Good. Thanks you for skipping. Hard Pad's 10-hour version. Please don't skip this. Let's let this play out. Well, this one didn't work. I've got no working theory on why sometimes they don't work. That's life, innit?
Sarah, this has never happened, and if I move it...
Max has fallen out of a kayak.
Oh, Sarah, help me.
Oh my god, hold on.
Sarah, help me. Nope. God, my kayak's sinking. Sarah, I don't know what to do.
I can't help it, I'm sorry.
I hope Max was okay in the end. Do people know what happened to Max?
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Yes, yes. What's this? What's this? What was that?
Oh, the first...
Hello, Jambird. This one didn't work. Just audio only for this one. It was freestyle dance. Thank you, Oracle. Albrots didn't seem to do anything. Why didn't Albrots
Laat
do
de
anything?
stress thuis. Neem bus of tram als je naar de stad.
Only less than 2 more minutes, Pyro. Not long now, Pyro, and then we'll have a calm, normal stream, I think. This one's simply 100% not worked.
But why the nail on Squitch Bob?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. What if I repeat Harry's? Can I sort of reset it? Re-push it through? It may well be. No, because even if it was an empty link, even if it wasn't a valid YouTube link, it should land on some error. Americans learn. Oh.
But why the nail on Squitch Bob?
But why the nail on
Squitch?
Squitch?
How SpongeBob get...
Was that We Need Answers? Okay.
Welcome to Jurassic
Born. It'll be a dog. Be a bit. Oh, well, I guess we don't find out. Coronation
Let
Street,
me know
Dougie
if this is
catches.
starting to get boring.
Yeah, it's
No chance.
Timer
Still.
complete.
I come to this park almost every day. I live to ride, I love to ride. If I can't ride, I'd rather die. The park is excellently arranged for riding and tricks. I like tricks probably more
TV time's
than
over
riding.
now. Say goodbye to the
But I've
TV.
only just started tricks, so I'm...
Say goodbye TV. TV, go now. You haven't yet learned to use it responsibly, so I can't let you have any more time. Okay, so let me explain Sean Morley's infinite timeline. I want to make... I feel like we've rinsed the Hansard for everything that it's got. I feel that Hansard has been absolutely demolished now. And I want to do a similar channel point stream, but it's just very simply a higher or lower game about which events occurred before or after other events. Ursula says, oh god, I just remembered I had this plan for More Vision where there would be a splash screen for each song that Sean could use and would do a jingle that would have been the musical version of the Timer Complete sound. Yes, Ursula, however, by the time of the show, you would have been dead and be holding your head in your hands, pushing a cold compress of frozen black beans into your eyes. So it's probably for the best that it didn't happen that way. So what... I came up with loads of iterations of this stream. And I wanted to use the randomizer to make it happen. The problem is that it always needs to be relatively hard. It needs to be quiz level difficult to work out the answer. And if you just randomize two events, and one of them's like the Peasants' Revolt, and one of them is the invention of the microchip, there's not really a lot of challenge to which came before the other. Please don't scare my son. If that's okay, if I'm allowed to say, don't make my son frightened, if I'm allowed to say that. If you're allowed to say that in 2023. Thanks, son's crying, if I'm allowed to say that. So I've just massively simplified it, and I hope this is just a chill way to spend an evening. And if it's hopelessly boring, I will absolutely nosedive it and you'll never see it again. But the way it'll work is this. It just heavily uses the randomizer. And we pick an event in human history. That becomes our anchor point event. Then we fill up a randomizer category with stuff that we vaguely remembered happened around then. We pull one out, and then your job is to go, did that happen before or after the anchor point event? And then we do channel point predictions on it. Then we look it up. Then that last event becomes the new event. We fill up a new randomizer. The Burnzoid, I went through this in loads of ways about making like arrays or variables and objects that then could be grouped so you could put any event in and it would find like a very nearby proximate event. However, I'm too tired to do the coding. I'm also too sloppy to do the coding well. And it would require me always looking up and putting the years in, because all the ways that people can enter information are normally public in some way. So either they tell the system the year in private, which is convoluted, or we just do this, which is all out in the open and relatively simple. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do... Oh, and as we go, we will create a physical timeline. So we'll do add event, and I'm just going to put in 9/11. Okay, and if you can think of any events in human history, just add them to event. Add event. Does it happen every year? That's awful. Honestly, that's terrible. I honestly thought that had been resolved. I thought that was stopped now. I legit thought that was, done. John Prescott punches the guy. Add event Brexit. Add events 9/12. Hello, Ed. The time the lady put the cat in the bin. Oh yeah, you might not be able to add things, but you'll still be able to play the game. The creation of events is not a requirement. Barney Balloon torn apart in parade. Yep, not too difficult, I would say. All right, you can stop doing that now because I'm going to pull one out.
Egg.
Didn't work. Next one will. The next one will. Of all the things that I've fixed over the last half a year, I don't know how to stop it producing zeros every now and again.
Egg.
Maybe it's just because it was the first one. Hell yes, I'm tussinous. Okay, let's find out when that happened. Okay. And we'll add just a little bit of background music. I'll ask Bing. Chat. When did Ed Miliband say, hell yes, I'm tussinous? Thank you, Imperial Lumi. Can Bing do this? Is AI the future? Ed Miliband said, hell yes, I'm tough enough. That's not quite what he said, so once again, the AI is hallucinating. During an interview with Jeremy Paxman on March the 26th, 2015. This phrase has since become a catchphrase for him. Cracking. So I've made this just big timeline here. So we'll just put this in. In the meantime, we'll make event add tussinous. Add event tuss. What do I think happened around tussinous? I think what do I think happened around then? Okay, I need to, if I'm creating the category, I need to think of an example of something that I think happened roughly around that time. And I keep thinking about things from the campaign trail. What's completely unrelated? (2015 general election). Well, no, that obviously happened afterwards, right? David Cameron fucked a pig day, yeah? Fucked pig. Okay, so there is a new category called Tuss. Your job now is to chuck in stuff that you roughly remember happened roughly around that time, to the point where it would be, it's worth debating. Obviously, like any of these games, it's relatively easy just people to go and look them up. That's no fun. What's the point? What's the point? You'd win channel points. It ain't worth it. Ain't worth it, Gov. Okay, so let's put our first event on this timeline. In nice, friendly Fredoka 1, Ed Miliband says, hell yes, I'm tuss and us. And I probably should rotate this, if possible, like this. And make it much bigger, like this. Maybe even make it quite big indeed. Ed Miliband says, hell yes, I'm tussinous. And when did Bing say that was? That was March 26th, 2015.
Egg.
March 26th, 2015. No. It would look more beautiful. If this was a separate thing down here. And I make a little line coming off like this. Boom. Why are you not trying to just be a straight line? Why be this wiggly little thing? Just be a normal straight line, please. Oh my days.
Egg.
There we go.
Egg.
It's still wiggly. That's dreadful. Okay, so we have our first thing in the timeline. And now we're going to roll for Tuss, a random Tuss. Maybe we'll even do a remove random.
Egg.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it doesn't have to be connected to the campaign trail because it's really obvious.
Egg.
I think it's really obvious that that Paxman interview was right before the election, and the bacon sandwich would have occurred much earlier. So you're looking for just anything that you think happened around that kind of time in human history. Let's go for a random Tuss.
Egg.
Big Brother stopped airing on Channel 4. Okay, so
Egg. Egg.
So we'll do a prediction.
Egg.
We're going to start a prediction. Name the prediction. Big Brother stops airing.
Egg.
In relation to Hell Yes. Oh wow, they're really short. Okay. Big Brother stops airing. You just have to get the thing that you're guessing, and you're guessing before or after. And I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, so in relation to Ed Miliband says, hell yes, I'm Tuss enough. There's Big Brother stops airing on Channel 4. Occurs. Oh, I didn't realise it had moved. I thought it had stopped airing. Okay, well, just take this as... Are we including Celebrity Big Brother? I don't know. I'm just doing what the thing said. But I did truncate it. That is on me. Big Brother stops airing on Channel 4. If I can find a date for that, does that come before or after Ed Miliband says, hell yes, I'm tussin' us? In the meantime, I'm going to extend this because we're going to want this to be so much extremely longer. Or maybe we shrink these things. Maybe these things should be much smaller. That's easier. Can I make this line smaller? No, not easily is the answer to that. Not easily. Can I make you smaller? Yeah. Yeah, I can. I'll do. That's little. Okay, so how's the split going here? Everyone said after. Or someone's just dumped a lot on after. Oh, no, it's everyone's saying before. Oh, everyone has said before. I just can't even read this. Okay, well, it looks like whoever put that into the mix, you've done a very poor job because it's not hard and everyone knows. Everyone seems to know what the right answer to that is. So I guess let's reveal. When did that happen? We'll add it to the timeline. When did Channel 4 stop airing Big Brother? And now we'll add another category. Add C4. I'll call it BB Stop. Oh, I need to add a thing. What did I think happened around 2010? Add BB Stop. Clegg apologizes.
Egg.
To begin with, I don't know what the format ought to be. Channel 4 stopped airing the Big Brother series after its 11th series in 2010. What was the last episode of Big Brother to air in its... When did the last episode of Big Brother's 11th series air? The 10th of September 2010? Let's just see if AI, which is the future, corroborates. Hello, Bird. And also, I'm happy to get feedback on this format as we go, because I'm very much figuring it out. The last episode of Big Brother's 11th series aired on the August 24th. August 24th. Yeah, it stopped airing on the 24th of August, Harry. So are you sure about your date? Is your date when the announcement was made? Because as far as I'm aware, this was the last time it aired, so it stopped airing. There was a final series called Ultimate Big Brother. What are you talking about? Ultimate Big Brother. What was what? It was called Ultimate Brother. It lasted 1 month. Why Big Brother only lasts that much normally? No, Pyro, I see what you're saying, but I think I would like this to conform to reality. I like the idea that you can learn. It was an all-star version of the Big Brother series until the 10th of September. Harry is correct. We'll never doubt Harry again. Okay, let me lock this line. Oh, the line is locked. Long press to unlock. Okay, but then how am I moving you? That would be my question. What is happening here? What is going on? Why am I always grabbing this? Oh, I forgot to lock the shape in the background. There we go. So we could copy this over and put this over here. And we'll say, what was the answer? September the 10th, 2010? September the 10th, 2010. And you've been putting stuff in for BB Stop already, right? Big Brother stops airing on Channel 4. Okay, and now we're guessing events in relation to Big Brother stopping airing. BB Stop. Didn't work. The next one will. No, I'm not actually accepting zeros, so we'll do remove random BB Stop. See you later, Pyro. I'll let you know if we do at some point learn anything. The Shard becomes the tallest building in the UK. Okay, so in relation to Big Brother stopping airing on Channel 4, when did the Shard become? Okay, Bird, I'll happily do a recap. I think we all need one. The game works like this. And I'm going to put the prediction. Let me just sort the prediction out. Oh, this was before. That's the last prediction completed. And the new one is you are answering, Bird, and then I'll explain the format properly. Shard becomes tallest building in UK. You want, in relation to Big Brother stopping airing on Channel 4, which happened on the 10th of September 2010, did the event, the Shard becoming the tallest building in the UK, occur before or after Big Brother stopping airing on Channel 4? 2 minutes. The way the format works is we have an event. People add to a randomizer events they think happened roughly around that time. We pull one out. People channel point predict whether it happened before or after. Then that event we just predicted becomes our anchor point. Then we add more to a randomizer. Then we do the prediction again. Obviously, people can cheat, but people can always cheat. People can always cheat. I can't stop them. And they're, They're only hurting themselves. Yeah, well, I'll add the new one in now, so it'll be add shard. What do I think happened around the shard becoming the tallest building? What do I think happened around that time? I just can't. I just need to add one in. I'll just put in a 0. Okay. Your category name is shard. What things do you think happened around when the shard became the tallest building in the UK? If you are subscribed, just do add shard and then a description of an event. Harry's added the supergroup McBusted formed. Avatar becomes highest grossing film of all time. Lots of financial crimes. Yeah, hard to pin that down to a date though, Bummertron. I don't disagree. Just format wise, a bit untenable. And I initially wanted to do it where the anchor point's always the same thing, because I started when I was thinking about every time we talk about a film, I look up whether it happened before or after 9/11. But I think making a whole stream of that's disrespectful, and would get samey. And I like the idea that you could start around a certain time, and you can move through time. It's like a constantly moving axis where we peer into different time points. Oh, are the predictions done? Okay, so now we're going to look up using Bing. When did the Shard become the tallest building in the UK? Do you like it, Harry? I'm still working out if it's any fun. Oh, and by the by, I'm going to pop into the Discord. Let me quickly remove my display capture so you don't see my Discord. I will pop into the time hole. Anyone wants to pop in and talk about the events, live commentate along with me. The time hole is now open. The Shard became the tallest building in the UK on March 30th, 2012. It is 310 metres high and is located in, I don't know how to say that, Southwark, Southwark. Mad, innit? It's fucking mad. Now I know how people who aren't from the UK feel. Whoa, hello, Southwark. Sorry, just you make quite an appearance with that new face of yours. Let me give you a little resize. Work out where this. You want to be down in the other corner like this? I feel like a quiz format is sort of natural territory for you. Oh, really? For a specific reason? I see. So what could you, if I was a tourist and I don't know anything about the Shard, which is basically true of me. Right. The Eiffel Tower is not a building. Oh, hang on. I need to cank you. Something's terribly wrong. Okay. Talk now.
Hello? Better?
Yeah, you should be okay now.
Okay.
You might need to take that from the top, yeah.
So the Shard is the tallest building in Western Europe. But it is not as tall as the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is not a building, though.
And in what sense is it not a building? Because there's a cafe there. You can go in there and sit at a table and have your dinner, can't you?
I think so. I just think it counts as a structure. I guess it doesn't have a proper foundation. I don't really know what the definition
Do you know what?
is.
Bing will. Is the Eiffel Tower a structure or a building, and why? This is exactly what AI is for. Oh, well, good Pete knows the definition. Good Pete, is the Eiffel Tower in the UK? No, but you can see it from. I mean, this is your territory.
You can see it from the London Eye. On a very clear day, though. It has to be very clear.
The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron tower. The Eiffel Tower is considered a structure rather than a building because it does not have habitable floors and was not designed for living or working. Oh, so it's like intent. Because I know there are buildings which, while they may have been designed for habitation, are not suitable for habitation. See council high-rise flats in the UK.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
But they would be building. So it's about intent. It's about like the architect's intent, not regardless of whether or not it's possible to live in there. Whether someone at some point went, "Yeah, I'll put someone in there."
Do you think you could live in the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, 100%. Wasn't there someone who lived in an airport for ages because of visa complications?
That was Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
Well, it was based on, I think, an Iranian man. I just had to add a permitted term that Bummatron used, which was erasing French, and it highlighted both words, erasing French.
Erasing French.
There's been a few things that are brought up as, I mean, mainly it's when people just say piss fuck or something, and it goes, "Do you really want to let someone say piss fuck?" And I go, "Yes, always." But here, erasing French. Why was that caught by the safe words filter?
I don't know.
Okay, so where are we at? So we've done the Shard becomes, spelled that wrong, becomes tallest building in the UK, March 30th, 2012. And now people have added stuff for Shard. You can't say I've had to allow Harry Hardy to say erasing French, while he is saying you're not allowed to say erasing French these days.
Someone asked me today, is the Shard finished?
Please stop saying erasing French because I have to manually allow it. Okay, so I think people have added... Oh, no, prediction. Prediction. The Shard becomes a tallest building in the UK happened after... Oh, and most people were wrong here. Whoever put in Shard becomes tallest building in the UK, great job. You've bamboozled a lot of people out of some channel points. It did in fact happen after. Was that yours?
It was mine, yeah.
Very, very good work.
Yeah, someone today asked me, is the Shard finished?
Is it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's sort of broken at the top.
Is that intentional? Or was it made wrong?
The architect claims it's intentional. He said he wanted it to look like a shard of broken glass, so it's sort of fractured.
Well, Tommy Wiseau claims the room was intended as a comedy.
True.
Okay, let's see what's up next. So we've got remove random, and what did I do? Shard. And yeah, it can be anything, any event in the entire world that can be, third-party verified. Lady Gaga releases Just Dance as a single. There we go. Okay. Next prediction, inbound. So in relation to the Shard becoming the tallest building in the UK in March 30th, 2012, does Lady Gaga releases Just Dance as single? Did that happen before or after?
Maybe this is another question, but does Lady Gaga's Just Dance predate the Just Dance game on Wii?
Well,
Were the
yeah,
game trying
and
to
if-
name themselves after the song?
And if that is related, we know we're talking around the Wii era. So if you're not familiar with Lady Gaga, but you do know your consoles, you still have a way into the game. Yeah. I think it's a good. My favourite ones, even though the game is so much in its infancy, my favourite submissions are where they blend two different worlds, where you have to start thinking about like American pop singer discographies alongside architectural changes within London. I liked Albrot putting in Albrot creates Twitch account, because of course we've got very little information on that, and it could have happened Albrot may have only made that 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, we've got someone's going to be entering. Nice one, Pete. I will just be adding that into the Nighthole matrix. A good Pete. You've been added. Also, hello, Albrot. Welcome to the Nighthole. Your positioning is already perfect, so I'm not going to move you around.
Hello, Albrot.
Are you familiar with Lady Gaga's discography?
Yes.
So are you all confident? But you might not know so much about the Shard, I suppose.
Well, we've established that now, haven't we?
Oh, can everyone
The
please
shard
say...
is firmly planted in time.
Everyone please say hello, Mall Vision winner, to Martine.
Hello, More Vision winner Martine.
There we go. If there's any perk it has to give to the winner, it's that. It's also going to be granting a lot more Dutch representation to this channel, which already within the time frame between last More Vision and this year's More Vision already swerved very heavily in that direction anyway. Okay, so that prediction is complete. So I guess we should look up, when did Lady Gaga release Just Dance as a single?
I predicted the fall.
And are you basing that on the Wii game?
I am basing it on the Wii game, yeah.
Yeah, why not? That's a good quiz. Lady Gaga released Just Dance as her debut single on April 18th, 2008. It is before. Nice. Nice randomizer.
Well, I definitely want to add as an option for the next round. The first Just Dance game comes out.
Add Gaga 0. Please add events that you think happened around the release of Lady Gaga's single to the new category, Gaga. While I add this to the timeline of just random events that come up in this stream. What was that? April 8th, 2008. Lady Gaga releases debut single, Just Dance. Are there any things you hope to see in tonight's competition?
I hope we slowly go further and further back in time. We've essentially, it's like, I mean, we've started at 2015. If we like go really far back, I'd argue like.
How far back would you like to go? What's your ideal distance to travel?
Pyramids.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. So we might have something like when that farmer punched John Prescott. What happened before or after that? The pyramids. In terms of assessing how good people are at knowing exactly when things happen in time, I think the fact that we've already moved 7 years backwards shows that
yeah, I know,
everyone's a bit blurry.
They've all been fairly contentious, and we've already gone back 7 years.
I think it's hard to fit everything in your head in a timeline. I'd love to see, like, a project to rival Wikipedia would just be to plot everything on one timeline. Infinitely zoomable and and scrollable. Color coded for every possible category of human experience.
Hello, Pete.
Hello. Am I here?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Pete.
you are. Hello.
Oh, good. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Nice to have the gang together.
I like
Sorry,
your
yeah, I have picked the worst photo of me that's ever existed. People like it.
Well, also, what I would say, and this is, don't take this too much as critical feedback. People normally have one that's talking and one that's not. But when you talk, you transform from a dog's head into your body.
Yeah, just it mirrors reality.
Right.
I had to make this just now. I don't have a picture that's me with my mouth closed and my mouth open.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. You reached for what you had to hand. It's like in a Naked Gun film where the cop has to come up with a name and just looks at items around the house.
Yeah, the Pete Sutton approach.
I was going to say Pete Sutton should be the new touchstone for that trope. Stream elements. Lady Gaga released Just Dance as a single before the Shard was the tallest building in the UK. Congratulations to those who won.
Right, I'll change it. The
Arid
alternative's not
Tracks.
better.
Arid Tracks
really
is put a
hard to remember.
very good one. As you fall behind where the prediction thing lives. No, I'll move the prediction thing rather than move you. You're in a good spot. Let's see. Predictions could live up here. That's where they belong. Aritrax has put in a very good one. I hope that comes up. Let's find out. Random Gaga.
That is a good one. Well done,
The
Eric.
first iPhone is released. Okay, let's just, before people can think about it too long, let's get it going. First iPhone released, 2 minutes. Did it happen before or after Lady Gaga released Just Dance, her debut single? Hello, Jill Parvis. I thought you were doing a live podcast with Birthday Queen. Now. Or did it finish?
I think
Also,
it
good
finished just
evening at
before
home.
you started.
Ah, okay. How did it go? How's building up to the Edinburgh show going? How do we vote? Because you're confident. It should be just in your Twitch UI. Lots of fascism. Great. Did you defeat it or did you analyse it? A lot of people are confident it happened before. Jammer's
Pete, would
accident.
you mind saying something? I'd love to see this animate.
Pete, can you speak up?
But yeah, sure.
Oh, that is nice. That is
that
very
all right?
nice.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. In fact, to get the full effect, because the animation really does happen mostly on the top. I might sort of truncate
Feel
you
free
and,
to
and
crop
grow you
out
like
Paddy.
that. No. I want both of you there, but I want to see the faces bigger like this. You voted with Zero Punton. The Quack 04 is saying you can reapply your Punton. Predictions from the panel. Was the first iPhone released before or after Lady Gaga's first signal?
When was Lady Gaga? I was finding a picture of me.
2008.
Yeah.
2008.
April 2008.
I think
Spring.
it's before that. Just
Yeah, I've gone before. I'm not.
2006, maybe even 2007.
I quite like that we're going further back in time because surely that makes the game harder. Surely people's memory of specific dates is harder the further back we go. Okay. When was the first iPhone released? We got any iPhone users in the panel?
Martine says 2007.
No. I have a Huawei.
I've got an iPhone.
First iPhone was released, June 29th, 2007. We trusting Bing? Yep. Yep, we're trusting Bing. Okay, it happened before. Let's just verify. 2007 is before 2008. Pretty confident. Everyone believed it was before. Pretty good going. It wasn't that long before. Congratulations on your prediction. We're adding a new category, iPhone. Please add in events you think occurred around this time. If you've put in stuff before into previous ones that you think also are contentious against this event, just to reapply them. And I will add it to the Miro while my lovely panel just fill for time.
Oh, goodness. I still want to know about Just Dance being released on the Wii.
Yeah, I can ask it to Bing. What's the question?
I'm going to add it because it might.
Oh, that's an event.
And we're curious as well if there's a relationship between the Lady Gaga single and the... Is it dance games? It must be. It's called Just Dance, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I miss the dance mat stuff is gone, but they should come back, right? It's dance mat games are gone now, aren't they?
I think we have a... Do we have a community dance mat expert?
Egg.
We do, but
had the specific Jungle Book dance mat game.
Wow! Disney's Jungle Book animated film soundtrack.
Dance mat game, yeah. It was really good. I played it a lot.
Are they difficult to dance to? They seem a bit up tempo.
I actually was
I want to
playing
be
that
like
game.
you was good.
I actually played that game on as a PS1 emulator like 3 weeks ago.
Wow! What a niche little community we are.
Right. You could unlock Lou Bega's music video for "I Want to Be Like You." I think.
Did Lou Bega release a version of "I Want to Be Like You"?
Am I thinking of the right person?
It was a dark time.
I think the monkey's name is King Louie, but I think that's a different Lou.
Yeah, Lou Bega, "I Want to Be Like You." He released a version of it. And you could unlock that in the Dance Mat game.
Jungle Book Groove Party.
That was it.
I have a long tail. I don't want to say dates in case we add it, but got a PlayStation 2 release 3 years later, after it was out on all the other platforms.
So Oh, hello Monodrone. Welcome to the channel. Hello, nice to see you. Do you need an explanation of tonight's game format? Maybe I could even try and make that clearer in the hello message. This game works by predicting if... oh god, how do I succinctly describe this? This game works by predicting if randomly chosen events occurred before or after others. We vote with channel points. That's it. That was not a good explanation. Got a new entrant to the time hole. Can possibly hear some new noises, so that could be them now.
I think that's my noises. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You can have noises. Do you want to talk more about those noises?
It's my wife getting some ice.
Nice. From what?
The refrigerator, the ice dispenser.
All right for some, isn't it? Okay, so we're looking for the next thing, right? It's iPhone. Remove random iPhone. So, in relation to the release of the iPhone in 2007, Strictly Come Dancing airs for the first time. All right, let me get that prediction up quickly before people can think too much.
Don't like how that's been spelled.
But there is that. Was it CUN?
Yeah.
I thought it said Strictly Cream Dancing.
Strictly. Oh, do you know about Strictly Cream Dancing, Albert?
I'm aware of it.
Okay. But you know, there's CUM. Me and Jam used to live in a place called, well, it's like a conjoined village. I technically lived in Ellerton. She lived in Brough. And so we lived in Ellerton Brough.
Harry Hardy has joined us. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Harry.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, you're coming through loud and clear. Can everyone hear
Lovely.
Harry okay, and the rest of our panel?
I can hear Harry, yeah.
Yes, we can. Good. We have a bell to ring.
No bad noises tonight. Just fun and peace and loveliness.
Well, it's nice to have a TV expert. Oh, apparently there's no channel point prediction usage in the Netherlands, even though I am allowed to run a little gambling parlour from here.
There seems to be some use of it in the Netherlands, isn't there?
Oh, is that like some gambling rules at the moment?
Yeah, it's gambling rules.
Viewers in your region can only predict without using any kanaalpunten. Yeah, fine. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can still predict and be right or wrong.
That's so weird. Are you on a VPN or something? How are you bypassing that?
I'm inside a sort of a super nation called the European Union. I don't know if you will have heard of it over where you live.
Oh, I'm in the European Union.
All right, get you.
Oh, and you can do it.
Yeah, no, I can do it. But everyone in Finland is got a gambling problem. It's a real issue, I think.
Huh, that's
Sorry to hear
interesting.
that piece.
Every corner shop has like machines on you can gamble.
If you could just talk more about Finland's national gambling woes, I'm just going to check when Strictly Come Dancing first came out. When did Strictly Come Dancing first air?
Is it a problem that there's so many of us now blocking all the action on your screen?
Yep.
Yeah, it's mainly us now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine by me. I can always shrink you. Let's grab the offending articles. Oh, I can only shrink one by one.
4, it looks like.
4. So a lot earlier. We are moving back in time.
We're moving further and further back in time. May 15th, 2004.
Have all the answers so far been before?
Yes, everyone's just going back in time.
There
One was after the shard.
Was after.
Oh, the
Shard
shard.
was
Oh,
after.
the one that I lost points on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, add new events to Strictly. We are thinking of things that may have happened around the first airing of Strictly Come Dancing, which was May 15th, 2004. People are generally getting it correct, but I think that's because they've all twigged that everything is always before. So they can reliably predict that and win big. May 15th, 2004. Not that. We really are heading straight towards 9/11.
Bird.exe and I are in similar wavelength.
My birth has been added.
Nice.
I don't know if you're going to ask Bing that.
I would like this to devolve just into a guessing everyone's age stream. Okay, this is a pretty handsome looking timeline. Not a lot of bells and whistles, but we have 6 events that have nothing to do with each other plotted
It's
on
all
a
the
line.
major events.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing this in a museum somewhere.
Yeah. It's just called UK culture.
The shard was built and then nothing happened.
The shard was built. Then there's 3 years of nothing, and then Ed Miliband says, "Hell yes, I'm tussing us." That's all you need to know. I think we're ready to do the next one. Random. Remove random strictly. No point adding anything else to Strictly now. So in relation to the first episode of Strictly Come Dancing airing in 2004, when was Facebook launched? Okay, predictions starting up. Go, 2 minutes.
I feel like I know when the Facebook film came out. That would have been afterwards.
2004. It's getting very blurry for me now because sorry, I know I always bring it up.
Blurry?
It's getting, well, it's very blurry.
It's pretty blurry, yeah.
Yeah, it's blurry. It's also quite hazy. And again, I'm sorry I always do this, but we're going through the Facebook or Facebook? The company, even if it changes its name.
So it's when the thing. So I think it was actually called. Maybe it was the Facebook.
I think it was the Facebook, yeah. But you're right, actually, because if we're talking about the company, I imagine, given the nature of the project, it was released in the form before it was a registered company. But I think we're going to go for the company. I think we're going to look up when that company was launched properly.
We're not going to go for when the website was launched. Wouldn't that be the better thing? No?
Oh, yeah, maybe. You mean when it was just a Harvard? It was just a Harvard yearbook.
That's Facebook, isn't it? That's when it launched.
That's not what anyone means. They mean the social media platform when it's like a closed, thing within a single university.
It was a creepy. Incel site, wasn't it?
It was a girl rating website, wasn't it?
More stalking than rating. I don't think you could actually deliver any kind of judgment.
Yeah, you just confined them.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's a pretty bad kind of judgment, I think.
Yeah, judge whether you want to stalk someone. Well, okay, what are we actually looking for then? Am I looking for when there was first a website within Harvard?
Should we go for when Mark Zuckerberg was born? Should we define that as the launch?
Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
I think that's unfair. No, I think that should have been made clear before people. Hang on. Bing can do it. What was the actual thing that came up? What was the actual thing that came up? Facebook launched. So I'll just say, when did Facebook launched?
Yeah, I'm with
When
you.
did Facebook launch?
Well, it's already reinterpreted.
Yeah, WDF out of the chat. When did Facebook launched?
Facebook was launched in February 2004. So where's that in relation to this? Ooh, that's the closest we've had. That's when Facebook launched. Add category Facebook. Add your new events to Facebook. We're just constantly going back in time.
Can we have this recorded in the timeline as when did Facebook launched?
Well, I'll put in, because I haven't been putting them as questions, so I'll put Facebook launched, which is the latter half of what you suggested.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it would be. It does defeat the object of a timeline, doesn't it? If it's just a series of
when did this happen?
questions.
Yeah, if you went, because we're talking about this in terms of like, what if it went into a museum one day, and you don't want to go to a museum, look at a display, and it's just
one
like,
of them's a question.
They're mostly questions in a line.
I think that would be good actually, because there's a big thing. Museums should be more interactive.
I think you're thinking maybe.
It's just when did Facebook launched?
I think you'd really enjoy a modern art gallery. I think that's sort of where that would be more appropriate.
Yeah, no, that's probably true.
I did go to an interesting art gallery installation, and the entire subject of it was the way in which we arrange items in museums. And so it was just an exhibit where everything was just random stuff arranged fairly randomly, and it had no sort of clear rhyme or reason. So you would just interpret, why is this pot next to this like cobra skin? And it would give you no information. That was good. That's my kind of museum.
That is good.
I think I need to cash people out for that last one. Ooh, this was far more contentious. There is going to be 18,000 canal punter chucked into the ocean, as it was, in fact, before. I think this is a good game. I think this is good.
I think so too. I agree with you. I really like this.
Bringing history to life.
You wouldn't believe the earlier drafts I had of this. One of the drafts I had was, there's an event, and it just puts a number up on the screen, and everyone needs to increment it up or down one until they think they've landed on the right year, and then lock it in. Which I still might make. I think I know how to make that.
Cozy just listed a Massachusetts Supreme Court decision that we read a reading from in our wedding.
Sorry?
It's about civil unions.
Oh, I see.
Essentially, a foundational decision for gay marriage in the United States.
And is that something you've added? Why is this just... Sorry, I feel like I've missed the reason why this...
No, Josie added it.
I see. I'm not following the chat. I'm just thinking about time.
He's right here.
Okay, the next event is a 3-judge panel of the United States Court. A 3-judge panel of the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit in San Francisco upholds an August 2003 decision by U.S. Magistrate Judge John Gelderts in Portland.
John Gelderts.
That the remains of the Kenwick man can be studied. Well, okay, but this one's interesting because we know
it's got 2003 in the.
Yeah, but we don't know
Yes,
when they
yes.
upheld it. It could have been years after.
Yes, but they had to uphold it. But
So yeah, unlikely to be 2002. Admittedly.
But they could have upheld it later in 2003. Although the wording implies you wouldn't, right? Because if you upheld it... No, it says August 2003, so they could uphold it in September 2003. Though that would be quite quickly for the bureaucracy of, like, federal judges.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the Kenwick man? Is that like a bog body sort of thing?
What's the name of the man again?
The Kenwick man?
It's John Gelderts.
Yeah, Judge.
Okay, so this in relation to the launch of Facebook. Did Judge John Gelderts saying that it is allowed to study the Kenwick man holding a 2003 decision? Did that happen before or after the launch of Facebook? You've got 2 minutes.
I think I read a Facebook post about this when it happened.
Really? No, you can't have been such an early adopter.
Yeah, King of Time is a huge Judge Gelderts fan.
Yeah.
He's followed all his decisions.
It's just loads of people stalking their university peers and then one person going, have you not heard about Judge John Gelderts?
Oh,
better get out your Kennewick man.
Yeah, the first Facebook political aggro post. Leave Gelderts man alone. Kenwick. Sorry, I've merged the name of the name of the man and the name of the judge are both strange sounding names to me, and I've blurred them together into like Gelderts.
No, Geldek is the name.
No, it can't be. That can't be true. No, that'll be the name of the ancient man who can be studied. Let's see how they're going. Everyone says after. I think they've been swayed by your reading a Facebook post about it. Also, because it can't have happened earlier than 2003, so I think they are being.
Yeah, I think that's a good. That's probably the smart bet.
Yeah, this is the first one we've had added that has like a date written into the thing in the first place. Does anyone know anything about the Kenwick man?
I'm just looking him up now.
I know that he was allowed to be studied.
Yeah, when?
Also known as the Ancient One.
This is fake. This is fake.
Is he single? Well, I mean, I think he's very much on his own.
What is the Kenwick man?
It'll be so I'm looking up. I don't know what it is. Read it. It'll be like I've seen some of these in Ireland. You get these the kind of people that their bodies are fallen in a bog or something. So
like Cheddar Man.
Like, yeah, so it'd be like a prehistoric. Well, it won't be a prehistoric man, but it'd be a sort of
Paleo-American man found on the bank of the Columbia River in Kennewick, Washington, on July 28th, 1996. This person most probably lived sometime between 9,000 and 9,500 years ago. That's quite a narrow range. The remains are one of the most complete ancient skeletons ever found. And when did Judge John... what's his name? Gelderks uphold the 2003 Supreme Court decision that Kennewick
United
man
States
can
Court
be
of Appeals.
studied. Whatever. They'll know who JJJ is. I wonder if this is even something that could be easily found out.
No, the Supreme Court upheld his decision.
Wait, hang on.
So I'm just skimming the Wikipedia article.
Hang on.
You know,
that can't be
Let
right.
me reread. A 3-judge panel of the United States Court of Appeals upholds an August 2000. Oh, they uphold his decision. Okay, yeah. He ruled against.
Yeah, considering all the possible years, that is quite a narrow range.
Hang on, Judge John Gelderks ruled that Kennewick man was not Native American.
Yeah, I was just reading about this because it's tricky, isn't it? Because I think this has really led to people having to think about what the definition of Native American means. Because he may not be a Native American as you might understand it, kind of racially, but he's certainly native to America.
He's certainly indigenous to the landmass in which he died, right?
He's not emigrated, has he?
Yeah, he hasn't gone on a plane, has he? He died where he lived. He's from 9,000 years ago. Okay, probably a lot of politics involved.
Sean, I just put a link in the time hole chat to when Kennewick man case was decided.
Oh yes, okay, great. Let's take a little look in the time hole chat.
In 1998, James Chatters, the first anthropologist to examine the skull of the Kennewick man, reconstructed the facial features of the skull. Observers said that Kennewick man resembled British actor Patrick Stewart.
Okay. So, when was upheld the decision?
February 6, 2004.
Ah! I must be really bad at skimming. Feb. Oh, but this is. But this is when the article was published.
Yeah, and it refers to the decision as being on Wednesday, so you can imagine it's within a week of that.
Yeah, so we'll just put February 4th.
Okay.
I'll find the actual date.
Yes. Harry, can you go in? When was the first? Yes.
2004.
Yes, please.
Right, so February the 6th was a Friday. You were correct. 4th was a Wednesday. Well done.
Yes!
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, if I was
have translated.
There we go. If I was playing this, my cutout punter would be through the roof.
I know people were asking earlier about my date of birth. It seems the Kenwick man was discovered within hours of me being born.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, don't spoil that.
I'm sorry that spoiled.
You've spoiled what could have been the most amazing reveal through the mechanics of this show.
Well, the date of him being discovered is not.
Speaking of time and Kenwick man had the same birthday.
So, if this happened on February 4th and Facebook launched. Hang on.
Whoa.
Josie.
So, yeah, it wasn't the date.
You just looked up other things that happened that same day.
Yes, of course. So we need to work out exactly what time of the day.
Oh my god.
Okay. What time of day was Facebook launched?
Well, it was a decision in San Francisco, which is 3 hours behind where Harvard would be launching a website.
Very useful.
That's a foul trick.
What time of day? What hours? What court? It was the Court of Appeals. What hours do the San Francisco Court of Appeals convene within? To be honest, a court ruling might be.
We didn't think
Early
we
in
were
the
to go down
day.
to the minute, did we?
But the thing is, these things are all notated.
Yeah, they will be.
What time?
Help.
Yeah. What was Facebook released in the morning or the afternoon?
What time of Facebook? What time?
Because we can do the Court of Appeals. I think that's findable. But with the Facebook one's much harder.
Should we reference the movie? When did Zuckerberg in the film?
Yes,
set up
that's
Facebook?
good.
Yeah, is that scene at day or night? Yeah.
Yeah. In the film, what's it called? Social Network.
The Social Network.
What time of day is it, roughly, when Mark Zuckerberg releases Facebook? Does anyone have the film?
Do you have the
Does anyone
DVD
have the
share?
Film now.
I don't want to stream it, but alright, maybe just
Days.
When it first launched on
Watch.
February the 4th, he and his roommates were glued to their screens watching as an estimated 1,200 to 1,500 of their fellow students signed up for the site within its first 24 hours of existence. So I feel like it may have been a midnight thing.
I think maybe find the script online. We could act it out.
Yeah, good idea.
Mark Zuckerberg launches Facebook photograph.
Got it.
Maybe. Yeah. What have you got?
I've got the script.
Yeah, okay. Send me the script.
I popped it in the chat.
Yep, got it. So what we need, if it says interior day or interior night, and then we need to work out if it's night early in the morning or night late at night. Aaron Sorkin. Okay, it's not searchable as well. It's a photocopy.
Just
Okay, who wants to play who?
No.
Thank you,
Maybe it's
Josie.
Keith Lemon again, Harry.
No, I'll do it as an American person. I could be Keith Lemon. Should I be an American Keith Lemon this time?
No. We don't. I don't want to read the entirety of the Social Network with an American Keith Lemon. Okay, let me do. I've hopped into the middle. The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Facebook, where employees are doing things that no one in this room if he's already...
That's where he's gone to the meeting in his pajamas, isn't it? That's bad that I got that straight away.
Launch of Facebook would be quite early on in the Facebook movie, wouldn't it?
You would think
Not in
so.
the middle. Not in the middle.
Yeah, people are already discussing using Facebook.
Yeah. Someone said Facebook me, and he's happy about it, so... I wish I could just control F Facebook, that would be very useful here.
That would be useful, yeah.
First deposition. Does it
montage action?
Yeah, does this go backwards and forwards in time? I've not seen this film.
I think
it does a little bit.
Yeah. It sort of has a framing device of the court, them arguing in court over who owns the Facebook.
When did they launch it, though? Oh, I read over all the stuff you sent me, RE, Harvard connection. It seems like it shouldn't take too long to implement. We can talk about it after I get all the basic functionality up tomorrow night. Hello, Soft Wii. I know you've probably used some capitalized to make it look different to that, but I force lowercase onto usernames. Good evening.
I'm willing to going to get the functionality implemented tomorrow night as a smoking gun.
Yeah, but it could be for a feature to a website that's already launched, you see.
Yeah, it could be.
He probably
However,
did it in his
I
free
believe
time.
I believe in the crunch-focused nature of tech spaces and startups. It was launched in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I think
That's
so,
my
because
belief.
he's doing all his lectures and stuff in the daytime, isn't he?
Yes, you've got to do this at night. It was launched post-midnight in the early hours. Facebook was launched before Fenwick Man.
Oh, here you go. Oh,
Yeah?
is it not? It's Face Smasher thing.
It's mentioned in this
On page
script.
17, yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
2:55 a.m. That's a time.
That is a time,
Mark
yeah.
makes
Wonder what.
Mark makes a few last keystrokes and a new website comes up on the screen. Face
Bam. Face Smash. Great. So let me just check with Bing. Let me just check with Bing. Was Facebook first called Face Smash?
It was, but it launched in November of 2003, so that's even less useful.
Okay, well. Yes, however, it does clarify that they launch these things in the middle of the night because they've got other responsibilities in the day. And given that we already theorized that would be the time, this is evidence that that is the pattern that they work to. Facebook was launched in the middle of the night, whereas the Supreme Court does not convene in the middle of the night, and they would have made a decision during the day.
Yes.
Are we happy with that logic?
I'm happy
No.
with that.
I think that's
I know.
okay.
Albot's not happy.
Hang on. Albrot, feel free to 12
I voted
angry
before,
men.
so I'm not happy with that logic.
I overruled. I think you've shown some self-interest.
Albert's very much the John Jerkins in this situation.
Yeah, the John Jerkins store called
Del Dirks.
whatever.
Sorry.
And get my name right.
John Jerkins.
John Jenkins.
Okay, it happened after the Kenwick Man. Whatever. I'm happy to move on. Okay, so let's just move on very quickly. So what we are now? Did we even do Kenwick? Did I even add a thing for Kenwick? Thank you, Jonesy. You've done the joke, and we've seen it to all the way through fruition. The new category is Kenwick. Please add events you think may have happened around the upholding of. It's February 2004. I'm also just going to add plus 2003 Court of Appeals decision with regard to Kenwick Man upheld. And I will also say
when the launch of Face Smash was, so don't put that in as an event.
Judge John Jerkins decision with regard to shame. We didn't get another point on the timeline. But I think I don't want to go more granular than days of the year.
In the film, the website launches while people are like at a banquet and people are watching a choral performance.
Yeah, but that's fiction.
Yeah,
That's
the old post-midnight concert.
Yeah, it's fictional.
Sometimes
though,
they
isn't
go
it?
on, but they drag on those.
It's Aaron Sorkin. He makes stuff up. Random Kenwick. So in relation to the February 2004 Court of Appeals decision to uphold Judge John Jerkin's decision that the Kenwick man isn't Native American, when occurred... Let's try again. That was just a 0.
0 happened before, I think.
Huel. You've got 2 minutes.
Genesis of Huel. It feels like it, doesn't it? I wonder if this is a trick one though, King of Time, because did Huel exist before it became quite heavily marketed?
I think as members of the panel, you should avoid giving outright guesses that could just sway the voters. Because if you say anything that's too logical or decisive, we ruin this. What we want, ideally, is every vote is 50% split down the middle.
Yeah, don't ruin the sanctity of the quiz, King of Time.
As the person who wrote this one, I didn't anticipate it to be a trick one. I just wrote it. First thing off the top of my head that I wrote.
But we never know, right? Some companies...
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Some companies take ages to get off the ground. Reggae Sauce was first launched in 1975.
Was it really?
No, no, obviously not. No,
God. Obviously not.
What's Reggae Sauce doing now? You still get it?
The Nan was made up, so I boycotted it after that. The Nan was fictional.
Yes, I remember this. This involves the other Peter Jones, doesn't it?
That's 2 of my long-standing boycotts: Reggae Sauce and Nestle.
Right, so the axis of evil.
Well, I just, it's easy to get on the shit list,
Wait until you hear about Betty Crocker and Aunt Bessie. You'll die of shock.
Wow, better not hear about it then.
No,
Sounds risky.
Best avoid it.
Yeah, best not bring that topic up.
Oh, it's looking like a 50-50.
How is it? How is it a 50-50?
I cannot believe it's a 50-50.
Why is it a 50-50? How?
Josie, I've actually put 77,000 points on before.
Right. So it's an artificial 50-50. I feel like it's
pretty confident this is after, but I don't know.
It feels like penance from Josie. When was Huel? 3 have said before. When was Huel launched? Then we're going to rock it back to the present day here.
Oh, it's tense.
Drum roll.
2014 by Julian Hearn. It was launched in June.
2015.
What date? Oh, the launch. Okay, what date was the launch? You must have that. You assume I don't care, but I do for my timeline. And I'll happily cash that out now, as well as add category Huel.
Already did it. It already added it. You just added a 0 to it.
Well, thank you for helping. Prediction after. Oh, that's not how you do it. Choose outcome. It was obviously after. Congratulations for everyone who won.
12,000 points.
June 2015.
This wasn't especially obvious to me. I'm not sure what Huel is.
Oh, okay. Do you want to learn about Huel? Yeah, of course. So Huel, I'm sure you'll have things like that. It is a meal replacement powder that isn't for bodybuilders. It's not like protein shake, but it is like taking that concept and trying to market it to like people who want to be like, I'm always in the office, I'm always working, I don't have time to make a sandwich. They put it in those plastic like forever cups, and it's gross and it's like lumpy and flavorless.
like wallpaper
and
paste.
Bird's got it. It's
gross,
Slim Fast for crypto bros.
There we go, exactly. If you know what Slim Fast is, of course.
I think they have Slim Fast in America, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Gorman described it as hipster gruel.
Yeah,
Yes.
The portmanteau, is it human fuel? Is what
That's what it says here.
Human
yeah.
fuel is what it's meant to stand for.
Yeah, but
It's
it actually
like
stands for
egg.
horrible gruel.
Yeah.
Okay, we did the cash out, and there are people adding stuff to this. I'll add this to the timeline. In McCuncliffe, I got to go to the milk machine, which I fell asleep last year. The farmer adds, because it's all in a little rural village, this festival. The farmer adds the dairy milk to this machine that it's only partially pasteurized, and it can instantly milkshake fresh cow milk. Very good.
That is good.
Does sound very good.
It was very good, I would say. June 2015.
June 2015. With Genesis of Hume.
Ooh, I'll put Huel Genesis. That's great. Sounds like a movie.
Not a good movie, is it? But it's a movie, but all the joy taken out of it. But you do consume a movie.
You have watched the movie Unnourished.
June 17th, if you're curious.
The milk machine scared me a bit. Resting book face, you have to trust the milk machine. It doesn't tell you how to use it though, and a lot of the instructions are in Welsh. But once you've accidentally lost a bit of milk in your first purchase, you fully know what to do for the next time round. Random Huel, let's go. So, in relation to the June 2015 Huel Genesis, when did Lady Gaga release Art Pop?
Is Art Pop a single or album?
I've no idea.
It's
Lady Gaga
Or is it
releases.
like it sounds like maybe it was a fizzy drink she launched?
You got 2 minutes. Now I've got no idea about this one.
Is this
No,
our second Lady Gaga edition to the
Yes,
timeline?
yes.
The UK
in a
culture
timeline that could
timeline.
have any point in the totality of human history, we've gone for 2 Lady Gaga points.
Yes, we started with quite meaningful events like tallest
Like Ed
building.
Miliband saying I'm tough enough.
Yes, that well, hang on. Ed Miliband, sorry, but I would say Ed Miliband saying I'm Tussinus is probably one of the most pivotal points in British modern history, because it absolutely locked out the Labour government from power and ensured, what is it now, 15 years of austerity? That one sentence probably has killed 50,000 people. That's more than 9/11.
Are you suggesting that the real event we should commemorate is Ed Miliband like not being able to eat a sandwich and pretending to be tough, saying I've had a phone call with Barack Obama?
Yeah, and every year say never forget.
Look, Bud, Lady Gaga knowledge is valid.
Oh, no one is devalidating Lady Gaga knowledge. I'd like to see it peppered through the entire timeline. I'd like to see it more representative than any other aspect.
I hope so.
Well, it currently is.
It'd be good if say this is the only timeline that survives, and an ancient, a future civilization find this in the rubble. They're going to think Lady Gaga was a pretty significant figure.
She was. Is. Oh, we're nearly at the end of that, so now I'm going to look it up. When did Lady Gaga release Art Pop? When did Lady Gaga release Art Pop? Was it before or after
I think before would be my guess if I was in the game.
New
2013.
Yeah, not long before though.
No.
Oh no, a chunk before. I got it wrong. Okay, new category, art pop. If you can think of events you think happened around November 6, 2013, pop them in the new category, art pop. Let me cash out your predictions. It was before. Everyone's quite good at this game. Everyone is in fact quite good at this game.
Suppose it is all events from people's lives.
True, although we weren't even sure if art pop was an album. November 6th.
Look, I wouldn't be adding this live event of mine if it wasn't verifiable, third party.
I'm actually more than happy for people to add these absolutely micro events that can only be verified by like asking your family or friends or something. I'm perfectly happy for that to feature. November 2013. Lady Gaga releases art pop. I would quite like to do this stream enough that this becomes insanely populated with just everything. Nigel Farage plane crash. There are certain events that just exist in my memory, but I couldn't plant them.
No, well, I won't prejudice it in case Farage plane crash comes up.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do commentary like this without ever stating our opinions on reality. What are we doing? What's it called? Art pop. All right, let's find out.
It was 4's released.
In relation to Lady Gaga's release of art pop in November 2013, when did Blink-182 reform for the second time?
and stubbornly refused to call themselves Blink-183.
Blink-182 second reformation. Before or after Lady Gaga releases art pop, you have 2 minutes. I should lower that to 1 minute, right? Make people absolutely vote with their gut.
I didn't even know Blink-182 broke up.
Is that the one where the one of them believes in aliens? They believe in classified CIA alien sighting stuff.
Right.
Possibly. Sounds likely.
I thought that was one of the big things.
Maybe. I know that one of them is
Guitarist or lead
totally.
singer.
One of them is totally. The drummer is scared of flying. I know he will go anywhere by cruise liner if possible.
Cruise liner.
Oh yeah, he will. He will do a transatlantic cruise instead of fly across the ocean.
Right. Yeah, Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge's really big into aliens.
Yeah,
Big,
I think
big
that's
alien
right,
guy.
yeah.
I think it's Travis Barker I'm talking about, Bird, yeah.
Yeah, Travis Barker's the drummer, right?
I think he was in a plane crash once, and that's why he's scared.
Well, that's fair enough for those.
Like DJ AM died in that plane crash or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that's less of a funny story now.
Yeah,
that's grim.
Sorry to bring the tone down.
Nope.
No,
it
it's
wasn't
fine.
DJ AM. He just died in his apartment, so we can laugh about the plane crash again.
Oh, I would want to. There's not many plane crashes I like laughing about, in all honesty.
What? Not even Nigel Farage's?
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, there's always an exception, isn't there?
Of course.
There's always
I've
a
added
good
that
one.
into the randomizer 3 times already.
Yeah, it's the true yin and yang of plane crashes.
Exactly like Dennis Bergkamp, yes.
Oh wow, everyone is very confident on this one. No one thinks it happened before.
Interesting. Is the second Reformation?
When did Blink-182 reform for the first time, and when did they reform for the second time? I want to ask it both, so I know that it knows there are two. I want to get 2 dates from it. Although he have asked it in a very sort of simple Key Stage 1 kind of way. Bram
So
broke
if
up
they
for the
reform
first
for a
time?
second time, would it be valid to ask what the band's age is again?
That's good.
Very
That's
good.
good, Albert.
Very,
That's
very
good.
good.
Good. That's a
Well
very,
done,
very
Albert.
good.
Very clever.
I mean, no one laughed, but we did all appreciate it. It was a clever thing to say.
So, it looks like they reunited again last year.
That'll be the 3rd time.
Yeah.
The Bram broke up for the
Reunited.
first time and reformed in
Oh.
2009. Then they broke up again in 2021, but reunited in 2022.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Back to the present day.
Broke again with the last year. I mean, I'll look up again. Reform? Is that in here? There's a reformation in 2009. Yeah. And then DeLonge's second exit. So that's the second breakup. And then, yeah, they are. DeLonge returned to the band, came to their peak in October 2022. And there was official was announced in October 11th, 2022. So that's when it happened.
Okay.
Look at the band members' timeline. That's,
where do I find that? I've seen
it's
that
on the
on
Wikipedia page. It's
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so there was he left then. I guess you could. There's no actual other secondary big gap, but nevertheless, if there's anything you could call the second reformation of Blink 182, it would be in 2022.
No, scholars would refer to that as the second reformation, I think.
So I'm going to pop that in now. That is the most recent event. It really has brought us up to not very long ago at all. Who added that? Because that is not a, not a good addition at all.
I can snitch scroll.
I think
they may have thought it was a better
Blink. Oh, I'll just call it the second reformation of Blink 182. And remember, it doesn't have to be about music. Just it can be about anything in the entirety of word history.
It could be about Huel or Judge John Gelderks.
Yeah, I think we've got a real panoply of human experience here.
Okay, the next category is 182. If you've got an event that you think happened around late last year that you think is sort of contentious, just pop it in there and we'll go from there. But
That's a good one, you're here.
but really remember, okay, the bar for what counts as a good entry is very, very difficult here because it has to be something that happened, really had to have happened in autumn last year. Otherwise, people will know, won't they? So it really has to be harder than usual. When we were back in 2000, I can't believe we started in 2015. We moved all the way back here in quite uniform increments of 2 to 3 years each time. We got to 2004, and within 2, we're right back at 2022. That shouldn't be possible.
Well, that's history.
That's history for you, baby. It's good again. A woo.
I mean, it's barely history. It's barely history at this point, isn't it?
No, this is history. The things that have happened have been recorded. That's the only definition of history.
Is it? That's
If you write down that you've had a little sandwich, that's history.
Not the
Doesn't have to be
Tories' definition
important.
of history.
No, their definition of history is when a cannonball goes into someone from another country.
I think they did put a time on it.
On what? A cannonball?
This is boring literature, but when they invented the national curriculum, they dated how old something had to be history.
Oh, really?
Because they didn't want them to study the 20th century.
No, they didn't want to study yesterday.
It would be bad. Actually, I think the thing they were nervous about was the Falklands. So basically, it's World War II. But because of that, they just arbitrarily made that. They just said 40 years. Because that happened to be the gap at the time.
Okay, I'm going to bring up our next event. So, in relation to the second reformation of Blink 182, which was made official in October the 11th, 2022, when did me and Jambud moved to the Netherlands? Okay, but let's try it in the prediction.
Well, I remember
me too. Start prediction. I moved to NL before or after. You have 1 minute this time because I've been too lenient with you. Vote big, vote with your heart. And a new category will be made.
Are you going to ask us to be?
Yeah,
I'm gonna privately check my own Google Calendar. The new category will be add. I don't want to be anything we want before. I don't want to put Netherlands or move because we might actually legitimately want those keywords. So I'll say expat. Oh, I didn't add a thing. I can't imagine when we'd want to say expat. A lot has been dumped on before. Is Bing still the arbiter? No. Let me, in fact, find my own Google Calendar. When did this happen?
When was the Blink 182 date?
October the 11th, 2022.
October. Okay.
Okay, so on October the 11th, I was still living in Sheffield. And I didn't move until late October. So, how did that go for everyone?
I think a lot of money's gone. A lot of points have been.
Yeah, I moved at the very end. I had my my birthday's on the 16th, and I know I had that in Sheffield. Did I? Yeah, I did. We didn't really get to celebrate it because we didn't have any furniture. We gave it all to the British Heart Foundation. Sorry, everyone, your money is gone into the bin. You can maybe reclaim it with gambling.
Congratulations, Ed. The lone winner.
Who's the one who travelled back for Glang? Glang must have been.
No, that was You're right. That was a farewell tour, I think, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. That was the goodbye. Yeah, I didn't come back for Glang. Okay, so we did expat. Oh, I've got to add. I've got to add this to the timeline. Sure. I guess I'll be up there with the genesis of Huel.
7 facts about Lady Gaga.
Hey, what was the actual date? It was Saturday night of October the 19th.
That's very good, Jason.
Did I say 19th? I should have said 29th.
Now that that's become the most recent thing on the timeline, this looks like these are all the things that led to you moving.
Sean
yes,
Morley.
It does seem like that is the. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. If one of you guys did that, I'd hit the roof.
Looking forward to Mole Vision next year. That'll be good.
MonoDB put in the wrong answer, even though Mono helped me put the boxes in the van. Okay, let's get a random expat up. What's next?
A lot of Lady Gaga things have been.
Not enough.
Hopefully one of them will be very easy, but moves us further into the past. Lady Gaga recognised by the Council of Fashion Designers of America with the Fashion Icon Award.
This is a good one though, because that could have happened. This is a good one because this could have happened yesterday, or it could have happened.
Yeah, I don't know the first thing
15
about this.
years ago, couldn't it?
Gaga recognized by CFDA. Did that happen before or after I moved to the Netherlands? You've got 1 minute.
Of course, this is our first event where there is a direct correlation.
Unless he works with Bing, I'm not counting it, Mono. I mean, I've got no reference points for this at all. I don't even know about the actual release of the music, so... It does... Everyone thinks it happened before. I think that's because if you hedge your bets even slightly...
Yeah, on
before...
probability and what that's the smart
Yes.
one, isn't it?
Because there's only a sliver of time.
You don't know. Surely it's better to put after, because of the amount of people that put before.
Oh, just on the odds.
There's like no there's no return for.
That's good hosting, King of Time. That's really good. This is how I do it. I just claim to have opinions which correlate with the minority opinion, and I just want 50-50. I don't really have any beliefs. I just know how I want the graph to look. Okay. When was, and it'd be great to find out this never happened, Lady Gaga recognized by the... How's everyone doing for Canal Punter?
I'm on 39,000.
I'm on 12.7k.
This happened in 2011.
He's got 304,000.
Yikes.
2011. Nice. Congratulations, Lady Gaga.
Yes, June the 6th, 2011.
Nice.
Was this before or after the meat dress? Or again, that could be a question for the
Well, wait, that's very likely.
I'm just posing things people can
Sure. At the end of these streams running, people will go, why is there stuff about Huel in the Lady Gaga timeline? Okay, long before was the answer. Add CFDA. Is that too hard to remember? CFDA, the Council of Fashion Designers of America. That's your new category. CFDA. Let's get me stop spinning. So add on to that, I will add this onto the timeline, June 6th, 2011. It is right between Big Brother stopping airing and the Shard becoming the tallest building in the UK.
The Shard extended to accommodate the return of Blink 182.
Now, I'm having to move things around, but luckily I can sort of group items. It's not too bad. Lady Gaga recognised by the Council of Fashion Designers of America. Josie Patience added another very obtuse one, but I'm pretty happy about it.
Unless it's on the same day.
There'll be some sort of mathematical symmetry. Same time of day. Okay, let's roll the next one. CFDA. It's 10:30 now, so I'll do a couple more and then we'll bed down for the end. Okay, so in relation to the June the 6th, 2011 recognition of Lady Gaga by the Council of Fashion Designers, when did Obama wear a tan suit and cause controversy? Was it before or after?
I don't remember this event.
I don't know this.
I remember there was just loads of random tabloidification.
I absolutely remember this event.
Yeah, what's that?
Now, do I remember when it was? No.
Because there was such a people would pick at such random things with him. It never really felt connected to a certain place in time.
It's difficult to remember when this happened as opposed to when he mentioned liking a burger with Dijon mustard and how that painted him as an elite who would never connect with the common man. And then we went on to elect a guy who literally like shits in gold toilets. So,
what would be the most? What condiment would most resonate with working class voters in America?
Motor oil.
Yeah, big bit of gasoline.
Gun oil.
Yeah, just pure Jack Daniels. Bullet juice.
Back when Mitt Romney said something weird about hot dogs.
I don't remember Mitt Romney doing a hot dog thing, but I remember he was on the campaign trail and somebody handed him a lemonade, and he just said lemon, wet, good. That was my
And he
favorite thing
didn't
about the
win.
election cycle.
That's great. Honestly, if Trump had said that, his poll points would have gone through the roof.
Lemon, wet, good.
And it's all true. There's no spin, there's no PR. Everything in that sentence I agree with. It's very rare a politician says a full sentence and I'm like, I agree with everything. Lemon, wet, good. Yeah.
Slogan, isn't it? Lemon,
That's
wet,
how
good.
I respond to the lemonade.
LWG in the chat.
Yeah, I
Just
also
looked it up in the New York Magazine. The headline is Mitt Romney accurately describes his lemonade as lemon, wet, good.
Well, I would say sweet. Lemon, wet, good. That's pretty strong. Okay, when did Obama wear a tan suit and get criticized for it?
Was it before or after lemon, wet, good? Before 2011. I think it's going to be, I would guess, after.
Yes, August 28th, 2014, US President Barack Obama held a live press conference on increasing military response against the Islamic State, also known as ISIS, in Syria, while wearing a tan suit.
What's the issue with the tan suit?
Probably just looked too casual, unpresidentially casual.
Yeah.
So that did occur afterwards. And everyone got it right. And the new category, add
didn't get it right.
tan, 0. Tan is your new category. Fill it with dates of things you think happened around August 28th, 2014.
Almost 2,000 points on that one.
Good.
Good.
This is my favourite meat is hot dog. My second favourite meat is hamburger. Can't believe you lost.
Those are good meats. Do you know, a lot of people think meat by animal, but why not meat by shape? Again, I don't want to come out as a Mitt Romney apologist, but all these quotes are just good stuff. These are good thoughts.
What's your favourite meat then, Sean?
Bull.
Bull. Yeah.
What was it? August 14th, 2014? No, it can't be. I must have misremembered. Can't be 214. It's 28th. Obama wears tan suit while calling for increased military presence in Syria to fight the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. All right, we'll do 2 more. This being the penultimate one. Random tan. The Beaker folk arrive on the island subsequently known as Britain. Okay, well, quickly add that in.
There's not something that'll spoil it, guys. Are you going to try and
Okay,
contrarian
1
this
minute.
argument?
1 minute.
1 minute is generous.
That's right. Can you really remember the?
I actually wasn't even. Well, I won't say.
Well, I couldn't remember that. I couldn't remember that Obama thing. Could it be that it's because Britain didn't exist yet?
I think I remember reading a Facebook post when this happened.
Yeah,
I was slurping
lots
down
of
a
anti-immigration
can of fuel.
stuff.
Few people have voted after.
Well, that's because the odds are so strong. Like, if you get it right.
Yeah, but sure.
If you get it right.
The odds are strong because they built Stonehenge.
Well, if people know when Stonehenge was built, you're going to win big. Was it before or after Obama wore a tan suit? Think. When you heard about Stonehenge, was ISIS still around?
When you ask Bing, would you please put the whole context in and ask if the Beaker folk arrived before or after Obama wore a tan suit?
Well, because the AI remembers the conversation you're in.
That is a good point.
Okay, looks like that's done.
If you've got a pen down time of day, it's going to be tough. Not for the press conference, though.
Did the arrival of the Beaker folk onto the landmass, subsequently referred to as Britain, occur before or after this event? Now crunching. Now calculating.
I've just thought about the consequence of this as well for the game.
So how long before is that?
Because we're not going to have an exact date here, are we?
I think when you're going that far back in a timeline, you just need it.
I think you just
more general with your dating.
Yeah, you just give the significant figure of the date.
No, we need to know the exact day of the week it was.
Yeah.
I think
day if possible.
Hang on, it said that it arrived at the United Kingdom approximately 4,500 years ago. So because it's approximate, it's specifically taken that because it's 4,500 years ago. It's specifically added minus that number from 2014 because that's when he wore the tan suit.
Very little is known about the Beaker folk.
Oh no, that's not true. It's taken it off of this year, I think. That's not as fun. So
fun.
how long? So how long before Obama wore the tan suit was that? Because that wasn't this year, at least.
Yeah, just clarify that it's definitely before. Because Channel Point's writing on this.
Okay, Obama tan suit date. No, I just can't understand. It just can't do it.
I can't comprehend
it. Just no one's ever asked this before. Okay, 2447. Let's do a prediction.
It might be after that, right?
That's true. There is a small chance. Congratulations to everyone who voted before. Now we'll add category Beaker. Add anything that you think may have happened around 4,500 years ago, and that will be our last timeline event.
It's going to be hard
of the
for this
evening.
one to be a Lady Gaga question,
Yeah.
I think.
And when we come back to do Sean Morley's Infinite Timeline again, we will be starting around 2,500 BC. They'll just do this. Okay, let me extend the timeline quite a lot in this direction.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josie, the way to make this interesting is to do like other parts of the world.
So, the end-to-end significant history of the landmass known as Britain.
Yeah, this has
Beaker
broadened the
people arrive,
timeline somewhat.
and then eventually Ed Miliband says he's tussing us, and then Sean leaves.
Sean leaves.
Yeah, I was fine with it until then.
They came, they said, I'm tussing us. They left. It's true, man.
Okay, now let's relock the shapes. I think it's fair to just put that all the way down here on the left. I mean, I'm sure we might get some primordial soup formation of the planet stuff. We're going to get the Big Bang in there eventually if someone's being cheeky. Albrock, Jesus does his Jesus stuff is really not specific. It's not an event, is it? It's like if we put it,
you can narrow it down to a phrase.
No, but if I put in Albrock does his Albrock stuff, what date? Like that's a range.
To be fair, and I don't mean this to be offensive towards Albrock. The whole system we use.
Why have you got to qualify that?
Years wasn't based around Albrock's birth.
Well, not yet. Wait till the timeline kicks off.
Yeah, can we convert this from this to BA times before Albrock?
I would say I'm not willing to do the maths on that. Okay, so we've got the Beaker folk first arrive, and now we're gonna pick out our last one of Beaker. Rosanna, the first train. Rosanna, I don't.
To be fair, we don't know how do they get to Stonehenge?
You're right. yes, that's very diplomatic.
That is actually. I think that is a genuine. Well, I don't want to spoil it in case that comes up, because it's if you. By a broad definition of trade, it's much earlier than you think.
Okay,
That's
pyramids completed. So in relation to the Beaker folk arriving in the landmass that would subsequently be referred to as Britain in 2471 BC, when was the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza completed?
We've done it, Harry. We've done exactly what you wanted.
Did Harry want this?
Did I want this? What?
Harry, you wanted this.
Pyramids.
I thought it was Harry that said he wanted it to go to the pyramids. Was that King of Time? I'm sorry.
I think that's going to be long enough to accommodate
This
that.
is funny because no one knows which direction it's going to go in for certain.
I think I know when this is.
I think it gets really hard knowing at different cultures and countries' level of development at different times.
Everyone gets very confused about Egypt and this.
I know when Cleopatra's Needle was built. And that's why I put that as an.
Oh, because it's in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on your route.
Yeah, so if only they built one of the pyramids.
Like the pyramids are about the similar time, possibly.
Yeah, I think if you could see the pyramids from the London Eye, you would know exactly when they were built.
Yeah.
Well, the pyramids were the tallest building ever built for a very long time.
Until the cathedral in Cologne, is that right?
I think it's Lincoln Cathedral actually was the first.
No, fuck off. That's fake.
Lincoln Cathedral was the tallest building for quite a long time.
Yeah, I think it was the pyramids for a long time. I don't want to say how long because that's the current question.
Well, I think you can say it now because we're now. Oh, sorry. Quick run ad break.
It's some of that lovely Dr. Plem, and I'm just so glad to be drinking it.
Oh, I've put a lot of points on this.
I think I think again this is going to be approximate.
My guess is after.
I reckon it's.
I went after.
I think it's before. But remember, Sean, when you do this, that if it's a higher number BC, that's before.
Yes, come on. I'm 33 years old.
But is that AD or BC? We don't know.
What?
I think it's about 2600 BC.
The arrival
it's about
of the Beaker folk
1,500 BC.
to Britain, or the completion of the pyramids. I'll just get Bing to do it for me. Come on, Bing. You could do this. This is the kind of simple tasks you're built for.
About
it was before.
1,500 BC.
Why is it?
Oh,
why is
no.
it? Why is it contrasted two different kinds of ways of describing the time? The pyramids were first, though. 2,560 BC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which pyramids we talking?
This one was good because people thought it was going to go the other direction. This is excellent.
That was a good one. Whoever put this in.
I might have lost a lot of points.
We all thought it was going to be very easy.
Giza. Yeah, and it's got the exact dates here. So they were completed.
Oh no!
2,560. Great work, everyone. Lots of people said after, but it was in fact before. Great work to the before team. Commiserations to after. Let me add the final addition to the timeline for this evening, and of course, next time we start, we will be even further behind in history.
We do have lots of time to look up things that happened around 2600 BC.
Yeah, people will start cramming.
30,000 points.
Sorry to hear that, Peter.
This was quite fun. This was just a new idea. Did people enjoy it? Would people come back to this?
Absolutely. It was really fun. I really like this a lot.
That was good. Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's relatively easy to run, so I'm happy just to do it. Might even do it next week, next Wednesday. 2,560 BC. Also, I might give out a link. I'll do it now. Give out a link that lets people view this timeline whenever they want.
I've just realised the void between these two things and everything else on the timeline.
Well, there has to be, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's what it has to be like.
That's our Dark Ages.
That's brilliant.
Our Dark Ages were everything between the Beaker people and Lady Gaga.
Like a weird tube map.
Okay, that's the Miro board.
What's the first thing in modern times on the timeline? Is it
the first
Kennewick Man? Is it Judge John Delder?
No, I don't think so. The first thing is... it is, yeah. Facebook launched and the 2003 Court of Appeals Judge John... I've written Jerkins. Decisions with regard to Kenwick Man upheld. Then we've got the first episode of Strictly Come Dancing, the first iPhone released. Lady Gaga releases debut single Just Dance. Big Brother stops airing on Channel 4. Lady Gaga recognised by the Council of Fashion Designers of America. The Shard becomes the tallest building in the UK. Lady Gaga releases Art Pop. Obama wears a tan suit while calling for increased military presence in Syria to fight the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. Then Ed Miliband says, hell yes, I'm tussing us. Then Huel is released. Then Blink 182 reform for the second time, and I leave the country.
It was good, is even though they seem random, every event did cause the next one in the line.
Yeah, there you go. That's the full list of all the events that are important.
Everything
that was fun.
between the pyramids and Sean leaving the country.
And who knows, we might even go further into the future and the past. Thank you everyone for playing at home. If you are joining us for the first time and are not a member of the Discord, here is the link. You're very welcome to come in and say hello. Or if you want, egg. Thank you to the panel this evening, Albrock, King of Time, Good Pete, and Harry Hardy.
Thank you. Lovely time there. Thanks.
Feel free to get some eggs out of your system. And I'm going to send us over to the outro screen where you can suggest someone to raid while I also look for someone to raid. Thank you for the company. Thank you for the expert analysis here on the couch. I will see you on Friday for I Don't Know What Yet. Good night.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, hello.
We can't hear in the intro screen, but we can hear you.